throw line or on the field.
And here we are 1 for 6 now.
24-point lead, now back to 23-point lead for the Vikings as Clifton makes his second free throw. And up comes Tennessee High, Eden Carter controlling. Now they get it back out to the point man Mitchell. Jake Johnson guarding him closely out on the left or right wing, that is. Cats switching up to his own defense here. Going to a 3-2. Strong guarding Carter as they get it back out on the wing. Back inside, a high pass and a floater up and in. That was Falver punting it home. 41-16 now. Tennessee High just dominating in the post. They get a blocking foul on Falver as Inman just ran right at him and initiated a contact. Probably should have been a charge, but who knows. That's the 10th foul now on Tennessee High. 41-16 the score as Inman goes back to the line.
Who knows is the exact thing you need to say out of that sentence.
First free throw spins around and doesn't go in. It's the Bearcat team had 11 points in the first quarter. First 5 minutes and change here in this one. They've only scored 5 points. Most of those coming at the line. They get Clifton for an over-the-back call after the miss on the second free throw, and we'll just go down to the other side of the court as Tennessee High will shoot down over here.
This game's shaping up to be a long night, Dylan.
We're over 20 fouls here in the first half combined. 41-16 the score. Tennessee High holding the advantage. First free throw rattles out. And that is Mathis. It went to the line. Kane Mathis just now checked in. Second free throw missed off to the left. Mathis nearly got his own board, but it went out of bounds off of him. And the Cats will return. Actually, they called a foul on Mathis. So here we saw, we had a foul down here, and now we're going to go back to the other side and shoot fouls. The only thing bad about this is the clock is stopped the whole time. So we had about 3 minutes here of game time, or maybe at least 2 minutes of game time where we're shooting free throws. As now
I don't think anybody's hit
Strong
one.
Comes down on the other side, and he misses. We've seen, we've had 5 free throws, and not one of them has went in for
either team.
No, Cats have now missed 3. Strong puts it in. He breaks the streak. He put it in. 41-17. Cats trailing. 2 minutes, 40 seconds to go until half. Yeah, as you said, the quarter killing the Cats. It's always that one little lapse that ends up yielding a big lead. Wide open 3 by Carter, and he missed it. But the rebound goes actually to the Cats. Gavin Austin able to fight for it as it was loose on the floor. Austin driving. There's a foul, a blocking foul, as he didn't have his feet set. Now Austin will go to the line. Austin was battling against Cade Mitchell. Mitchell gets called for the foul, his first.
Yeah, I think what got him there was Cade turned his body right before he hit him.
First free throw is good, 41-18. Mark, I see you got your phone open. What's happening to the Falcons? Rams?
Right now.
Second free throw was good, by the way, 41-19.
You got a score of 13-0. 82.3% chance for the Falcons to win. 2nd and 10. Jared Goff, quiet night, 1 for 5, 3 yards. The Rams have muffed a punt and a kickoff that have given the Falcons 10 points.
So a good start for you. You're having a good night. You're having a good day, aren't you, as far as sports-wise? So 13-0 there, and we got an over-the-back call over here. So we're back to the free throw line here at the Den. As Gavin Austin jumped over the back, and now Aiden Carter going to the line.
Sure, why not?
Up and in. Now David Dow's working that pen over there, keeping up with the fouls. I think we've done quit over here. So Mark's done give up. He's run out of ink, he says. 42-19 is the first one rattled out. Second one up and in. 43-19. Inman with it now. Cats trying to finish the first half off strong. It's been in a big lull since the end of the first period. It's like a totally different team has come out onto the floor. There's Jake Johnson, a high arcing 3 hit off the back.
And look, he had his feet. His hit 1 foot completely out of bounds.
And the rebound there goes to the Vikings as Parker comes down with it now. Mitchell up near half court will control the point man. 3-point specialist Parker, left wing, passes up a shot, and they tried to get it out to him again, but as the way the pass was going, Spike stole it, but then lost the ball. Now here comes Tennessee High back down the court in transition. Get it inside, and a foul. And Spike and Clifton sort of fall in to Kane Mathis, who went 0 for 2 from the line his first time up.
I don't know if we're going to have any players left, Dylan.
I don't know if either team will have any players. Well, never mind. I keep forgetting Tennessee High has 18 players. They won't have any problems, but Virginia High might. His first free throw missed by Mathis. If we had $1 for every free throw missed, I could probably take our radio and Tennessee High radio out to like Arby's or something. And Arby's is pretty expensive for your fast food chain. Second free throw was missed. Now Clifton, or actually Johnston with it. Minute 25 to go until half.
With the way they're calling fouls, why don't you just attack and force some sort of contact?
Yeah, the Cats' offense is happening about 30 feet away from the basket out here near half court. Against this zone look, there's not a lot going on inside, and that's where you got to have it. There's a blocking foul inside. That'll send Clifton to the line. They were doing it in the first quarter, Mark. You saw it, I saw it, everybody here saw it. They were attacking the zone the way you're supposed to.
And I don't know if they got tired. I think what happens to this team is whenever they get behind, they get kind of down, and they just don't feel the same energy they had before.
But they have been outscored here. They've only scored 8 points. They've been outscored 23-8 here in this second quarter alone. Clifton misses the first 43-19. Second free throw up and in. Cats get to 20. 23-point lead now for Tennessee High. Cats trying to pressure them here in the last minute of the first half. Mitchell with it out near half court, nearly turned it over, and here comes the Vikings. They get it out of there. There's a 3-point dialed up by Parker, missed short, rebounded by Clifton. Most of the reserves in the game right now for Tennessee High as they're resting all the starters late here in the first half. There's Strong, a jumper comes up short, tries to get it on the putback, missed. Rebound Tennessee High. As now Mitchell controls it, he'll bring it up past half court. 30 seconds showing on the game clock. Okay, make sure you stay tuned for the halftime report. We'll talk about some college basketball, I'm sure, maybe some more NFL football, college football, of course, coming down to the final game coming up on Monday night. 13 seconds go until half. 43-20 as Mitchell controls. He's guarded by Strong. No look pass outside, and nobody was there. Tried to get it into the corner.
Nobody.
Tried to get it to Parker. Parker was standing about 3 feet away. He thought he was in the corner. He wasn't quite in that left corner. 6 seconds now. Inman's going to bring it up the floor. He'll settle for a long three from the right wing, and he got it. Alex Inman makes a big three there to cut it right back to a 20-point lead for Tennessee High. Just didn't guard him right there at the end of the quarter. And then we'll go into halftime with a 20-point deficit for the Cats, 43-23. Again, we'll have the halftime show coming up in just a minute. The second period brought to you by State Line Motors on Euclid Avenue in Bristol. We'll be right back here on, I about said Bearcat Sports Chat again. A reminder, though, Bearcat Sports Chat will have it on January 11th. So make sure you come out to Buffalo Wild Wings in Bristol. We have a lot of fun there, right, Mark?
We definitely have a good time.
So come on out to the show. Have a chance to win a Buffalo Wild Wings gift certificate. 43-20. Let's go to a commercial. Be right back here from the Bearcat Den.
Bearcat Radio is brought to you by State Line Motors. Visit State Line Motors on Euclid Avenue in Bristol.
So I'm a cat, and I just moved in with this new human, and she's got this little toy she's always playing with, all day long. Tap, 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 bloop, bloop. She can't put it down. There it is. Oh, and get this. She even talks to it. Last week she asked it for Chinese, and guess what? Egg rolls showed up. Like magic. Humans have cool toys.
A person is the best thing to happen to a shelter pet. Be that person. Adopt. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the ShelterPetProject.org.
Whoa, long time no see. It's me, the Rock T-shirt in the back of your closet. Dude, remember? You crowd surfed in me, man. But you haven't worn me in like forever. I get it, you're retired, but I still got some rock left in me. So take me to Goodwill, where I can really make a difference.
Your donations to Goodwill create jobs, training programs, and education assistance for people in your community. To find your nearest donation center, go to goodwill.org. Donate stuff. Create jobs. A message from Goodwill and the Ad Council.
In 50 feet, turn left. Why are you driving so slowly?
After a few drinks, I'm taking it slow.
Well, you're not fooling the cop behind you.
What?
Get ready to pay in 0.1 miles.
Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
You're listening to Bearcat Basketball on Spreaker Radio, the official internet home of Virginia High Athletics. Welcome back to the Bearcat Halftime Report. This is Dylan Hutton along with Mark Harr here from the Bearcat Den. 43-23. Alex Inman nailing a three from the right wing, cuts it back to a 20-point game. Again, just everything going in the Vikings' favor in that second quarter. They outscored the Cats 23-12. Bearcats have only scored 23 points in the whole game. It's 43-23 when it all added up here at the end of the first half of action. So with that, let's look at some of the stats here. Don't have in-depth stats, but we can give you this. 6 for 15 from the floor, the Cats were. Cats were 6 for 15 from the floor, 2 for 4 from the three-point line. But get this, 8 for 18 from the free throw line. The fact that you had 18 opportunities for free throws.
The fact that you only went 4 for 9, well, I guess it's 44%. I guess that's not too terrible.
Yeah, well, only a 20-point lead for the Vikings with that kind of stat line. Of course, we had so many fouls. I'm not even sure the total of fouls because it stops at 10.
I didn't, and I got frustrated enough to quit keeping up with it, so I can't give you an elaborate.
Yeah, it's just a lot of fouls for both teams. But the team that can least afford it is in orange and black, which we all know that.
I think they had the most.
Yeah, I agree with you. So, welcome to the halftime report. And, Mark, let's just sort of talk about that in just a second. Let's talk about some of the trends there. The post is really the difference.
Yeah, you needed Bobby Medley to come out and be physical, and he was, and that's what made him pick up the 3 fouls. And then you had Tyler Strong. He's not as strong as the kid from Tennessee High, Christian Webb, and Washawn there. And, I mean, they just kept getting beat on the offensive side of the glass, and that's extra possessions equal.
And there was a stretch there where there were turnovers for the Cats on like 4 straight possessions. Tennessee High turned that into 9 points in 4 possessions. That's just something you're not going to be able to do against a team that has that kind of size already. Now let's take a look around at college basketball today. Had a pretty interesting day. UVA defeated number 12 North Carolina 61-49. Locals will be happy with the Hokies 81-67 win over Pitt. Clemson beats Louisville. Clemson up into the top 25. They beat them in overtime 74-69. And right now, 16:53 to go in the second half. Duke trailing, number 2 Duke trailing in Raleigh to NC State 51-45. So that's a pretty good one going on. Of course, I'm happy the Rebels knocked off Mississippi State earlier today, Ole Miss, with a good win.
It's not an upset when it's Ole Miss, right?
No, never. Mr. Harper's going to be very happy. His Mountaineers, number 6 in the country, leading Oklahoma, who's number 7 right now, 78-70 with 3:07 to go in the game. So a lot going on there. Tennessee trailing Kentucky by 1 point early. It's 11:21 to go in the first period. That game is on. What network's that on, Mark? It's not popping up on here.
Well, it's because you use whatever that app is.
Score Center on ESPN.
Got Tennessee right now down 18-15 in the first half on the SEC network. So if you need something to watch, either watch my Falcons or my Vols play. You pick your poison.
And Kansas, TCU, number 10 versus number 16. 6-6 right now early in the first half.
Also, to recap, big win today by the ETSU Buccaneers over the Chattanooga Mocs. Of course, ETSU's biggest rival. They had them projected as a number 13 seed in the last predictions of Joe Lenardi's